Justin League. Well, finally, DC tried to do a cinematic universe. Try to copy, like, Marvel, of course. They're number one. But, of course, we are between Marvel and DC as the fight. Who is the best? Who's the worst? I'm a Marvel guy. I'm not going to be joined with Walter, aka Mr. Batman, even so that he looked like Hulk. But together we're going to do the review, and it's coming up. It's going to be good. It's going to be a surprise like Wonder Woman was for me as a DC movie. Or it's another fiasco. They tried to do a movie, try to beat Marvel. And they can't do it. They have all. They have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Cyberman, Aquaman, The Flash. They have all the ingredients to do a good movie. Doesn't mean anything if they don't know how to do it. Your reviews with Frankie D and a special guest, Walter. Coming up. Don't miss it. My buddy Walters join me, aka Batman, Hulk, whatever you want to call it, Mr. Muscle Man,
Sweetheart,
idiot, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
We just came back, and again, as you see, and I'm wearing. I had to wear a Marvel shirt,
It's an awesome shirt.
Hulk rocking with Thor.
Come on,
He's a good shirt. That's a typical for
Right, look at this.
DC.
It's a bad shirt.
I think probably the best thing of the whole day is the shirt.
Whatever.
No, I just let's see what happened here. Okay, let's begin. I didn't read reviews, but there was a big controversy with Rotten Tomatoes. If you don't know, the industry is always against them because they release the percentage before the release of the movie. And they hold it 24 hours. Why? We'll talk about later. Right now, Mr. DC. Okay, let's see what happened with this movie. It had all the elements to be good. We had all the guys, Aquaman, just Flash, which is a big fan. We are a big fan of the TV show, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And Cyborg, and Wonder Woman, baby.
Yeah.
And, of course, Batman. And I'm going to give you the first part to Mr. DC.
Okay, what about the first part?
What do you think about the movie?
What did I think about the characters? I thought the characters were well played. I thought, obviously Wonder Woman, she kicks butt. She kicked butt in her own movie.
I think she's the best of DC right now coming out. I mean, because,
she's amazing. She's amazing in this movie too.
Yeah.
She's hardcore. Very, very attractive. Cyborg, I thought it was a really, really good introduction. You don't really see his you don't see his origin.
That's my problem.
I'm fine with it because honestly, Cyborg doesn't.
I'm gonna go there after he talks.
Cyborg really doesn't have that major of an origin. I mean, he's an ex-football player, or he's a football player, and that accident happened.
You see, here we go again. He knows that. He's a DC guy. He DC Comics. He knows that. People who don't follow DC Comics don't know that.
Do you honestly need
don't
an introduction?
Know that. That's my major problem.
Hold on. If you saw Batman versus Superman, it shows him turning into Cyborg. That's it, pretty much. Cyborg doesn't have that big of an origin. He really has 0 to none of the origin. His origin is not that important. It's not like, oh, he's a crime fighter and then out of nowhere, I don't know, he gets struck by some mechanical alien. No, he doesn't have that. It's just, he's a football player. And, he goes to his dad's lab.
But in the movie, we never know that.
But it's not important.
Well, it is important.
No, it's not.
It's
no,
one
it's
of the
not.
5
It's
members
not.
of
It's
the
not
Justin
important.
League.
It's not important. It's not important. It's really not.
It's up to you if it's important or not. To
This
me,
guy,
it is
this guy
important.
needs like stick figures and everything to explain to him like, oh, the whole origin. I understand if it was Batman, like a big character, I get that.
Well,
or
we
like,
all
or
know
like
the origin
Superman.
of Batman. If you don't know what's going
Okay,
on with
but
Batman,
what if
you're
you
an
didn't?
idiot.
What if you didn't know? What if you didn't know the origin?
Who
of Batman?
doesn't know about Batman and Superman?
There's some newcomers. There's newcomers.
Yeah, dude,
You'd be surprised. Some people don't know that Superman's origins either. You know, so
If you don't know, don't watch the movie.
Anyways,
really.
What else? Batman, of course. Batman was cool too. You know, Ben Affleck as I think he's one of my favorite Batmans, other than
He's doing very well with Batman.
other than
Even
Michael
so,
Keaton. Honestly, Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck are my top dogs.
Michael
as
Keaton
Batman.
is the best.
I still think Christian
The
Bale
original.
sucks. In my opinion, I think he was garbage. I think his voice was garbage. I think he was just.
What do you mean with that?
I hated it.
What do you
I hated
mean
it
with
so
that?
much.
You don't like my
Like, it was-
voice?
Yeah, it was so
I've
so
been
dumb.
from the cold. I got
what else?
sneezy all day.
Aquaman was awesome. You know, I thought Aquaman was pretty cool. All the characters
I
actually.
think they explain more of Aquaman than they did with Cyborg. Don't you think so? They explain a little bit more of that. I think he was very cool. He was funny.
There was like what
My favorite
2 minutes of
Flash.
an explanation of who Aquaman was, and
I
that
think-
was it.
Flash is still, of the rest of the three. He was funny.
Yeah, he was like
He really did
he was-
a great job.
yeah, he was-
They picked
he was
the right
Flash.
guy. He really, they make the guy funny. That's the part. I think
Flash was
without
Flash.
taking Wonder Woman.
Flash was the Flash.
Yeah.
He played him right. You know, he's got the humor. He's got his
That
smart
innocent look.
comments and
That's
everything
innocent
like that.
look
Yeah.
too.
He was pretty good. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
One question.
What's up?
Did you like the suit? You know, every Batman have a different suit.
Mm.
Did you like the suit that this Batman used?
It's the same suit as Batman vs Superman.
But that's my point.
Yeah, I
Did
like
you like it?
I like it. I like that thick Batman look, that Frank Miller. If you guys read the comic book, you know, Dark Knight Returns, even watched the cartoon, like the animated movie, The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and Part 2, it's Frank Miller Batman to the
DC
T.
expert here.
And that's what it's about. I love that suit with the big old fat symbol.
I thought it was a good suit.
I
like it.
honestly think it's better than
Without showing
the
those
Dark.
big muscles and that kind of stuff, you know, like a little.
Once again, I think this one's better than Christian Bale's Batman.
Yeah.
Because Christian Bale's Batman, like, it's just, I don't know, there's something about the suit that is just annoying. That is just like, oh, like, it's not a bad suit. You know, like, it's weird.
I think this suit mesh more with how Batman is supposed to be.
How he's supposed to look, yeah.
How he's supposed to look. I think
Tall.
it mesh right.
Buff, you know, like, he's
Yeah.
supposed to look like that.
Yeah.
Instead
And
of
I
like,
think, again, Ben Affleck did a great job.
yeah.
Batman versus Superman, to me,
Yeah.
bad movie. And the best was him. And again, the critics and fans were crazy when they announced Ben Affleck gonna be.
That reason.
Batman.
Oh, my God.
And he's just shoving, you know where you guys shoving, because he's doing a great job as a Batman, to be honest.
Yeah,
he's
he's shutting everybody down. Like, he's shutting everybody up, actually, by playing a good Batman.
yeah, he does a good job.
I honestly,
Without
not
overdoing
to
it.
say anything, but I backed him up ever since he announced that he was going to be Batman.
He's
I
a
was
good
like,
actor.
you know what? He's a good actor. In my opinion, he's grown out of that whole Daredevil shell that he was being judged for. Daredevil could have been a great movie, but unfortunately,
It was
it
horrible.
sucked. Yeah,
Hey,
so they
I
blame
admit,
him.
it's
They
a
blame
Marvel
him.
movie, a Daredevil movie.
The thing is that they
That
blame
was
him.
horrible.
They blame him, and it wasn't him. It was the writing. It was the whole script.
It was the whole movie. Nothing had to do with him.
But anyway, so I thought he's great as Batman. He's honestly my second favorite Batman. My second favorite.
I got my problem with a few part of the movies.
Like what?
Okay. I don't like the villain.
Steppenwolf? Really?
I just didn't think it was villain enough for me. Like other villains in other movies. To me, to you, it was great. I'm assuming it was great.
So
For me,
apparently,
it wasn't villain enough.
trying to destroy the Earth and stuff like that. It's not
No. What he tried to
guess
do,
it's not,
the way he looks and everything.
Praised her. She didn't look gorgeous. I honestly wouldn't be scared of her. I'd be like, wow, I want to take her out for a drink, you know. But you praise that. See,
that's an actor. The other one's CGI.
Yeah. Okay. See, still, he was pretty good for Steppenwolf.
Okay, you agree with that? I disagree.
That.
I don't have to agree with you all the time, man.
He's biased.
We don't.
He's a Marvel
I'm not biased.
He's a Marvel
He always biased because I'm a Marvel guy.
Yeah.
You know one part, without saying any spoilers, I think another thing that was missing in this movie, when the five guys are together, well, 4 guys and a girl, they're all together. You know, one part in almost an hour and a half is technically the first time that they are all together and joking around. You know, with Aquaman, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like you see the group, like you see in Avengers many times before, they're all together meshing. You know, disagree, disagree, but it was like a 5 minutes. That was very cool in that movie. With all 5 they were together. And I think it would be great to see more of that.
No, I agree.
To see more of that. Because when I saw that part, I said, dude, that's funny. That's cool. I like it. I like it when everybody it's just getting against each other. It was cool to me. But we saw that in an hour and 35 minutes after the movie started. And we didn't see it again.
I wouldn't say an hour and 35 minutes.
An hour and 35 minutes. I look at my watch.
No
I look at my watch.
No way.
I look at my watch. Again, I look at my watch. But
there's a reason why. If you pay attention to the movie, there's a reason why it leads up to that part. I mean, what did you want him to do? Do it from the start without getting to know the other characters?
The key here is...
See what I mean? Biased.
I'm not biased.
The key here, what?
I think it's going to be a split review, but we'll see. No, it's not going to be. Do you like the movie and it's a go, it's a must go, or it's just don't go?
I think it's a go. I like
without knowing what you know by the okay. So for you, it's a go.
For me, it's a go. It's a go. It's a fun movie. It's entertaining. You know, it has good action scenes. Obviously, CGI. You know, the hardcore on the CGI, but the fight sequences they look really, really good, and the action scenes pretty cool too. So it's not the best. It's not like the best superhero movie ever. Like, don't go with really high expectations because you're gonna be let down. But also, don't go with really, you know, expecting the worst because it's not. It's better than Batman versus Superman, that's for sure. And that's just my opinion. I think it's a go. It's not a must go. It's not a don't go. It's a go. You'll enjoy it. It's entertaining.
It's a go. Is again, we don't say it's a must go. It's a good entertainment movie. With kudos because DC doesn't make lately good movies. Even so, the Wonder Woman was good. Wonder Woman was good, and I always say it must go. That was a great movie. But then you have few movies like a Batman versus Superman that suck like hell.
And then Suicide Squad.
And Suicide Squad, there was, I mean, really to suicide yourself. Because the person who really wrote that movie had no idea what the heck it does. And I think it was good. I think, like I say, it's just my problem was I think it was rushed. The movie, it looked rushed, and because it was done by 2 directors, even so, they only give you credit to the main one, but the guy who post-produced, Josh Whedon, and bring everything alive because he had to edit the whole movie and reshot a lot, didn't get a credit, only a credit as a writer. And it should be a credit for both, but you know, they tried it. You know, Joss Whedon is a Marvel guy, so he did Avengers and the first and second.
Theories. Tinfoil head guy right here.
Yeah, but it should be give you a little bit of credit because he did a rather reshot. And the problem with this movie, and like we say before, to me it was rushed because Warner Brothers was very specific to Joss Whedon. This movie cannot be more than 2 hours. And that cut a lot of the movies, in my opinion. I always say 2 hours is the best of the movies or less. But this movie with 10, 15 more minutes to talk about the origins and everything on it would be better. It would be rushed. It would have more time, but the guy had to cut a lot of scenes that were even shot in the post-production. They couldn't even make it because Warner Brother wanted to have 2 hours so they can make a lot of money in the first 2-3 weeks. But other than that, it's a go.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good movie. I don't say it's the best, but
it's a go. Yeah.
it's a good movie.
He's right. It's not the best. It's not the best, but it's a good.
You
movie.
will be entertained, and you will not waste your money. In my opinion, I think your money will be okay. Mm-hmm. And if you have Movie Pass, why not? It's free.
Yeah.
It's even free. But
like I said, I have my issues with it. You know, I had my issues with it. If you know about the comic books and you know about the story and how it goes, and you'll be like, there's a part where you'll be like, wait a minute, like that didn't happen that way. Like, what happened? Why'd you switch it up? But you know, it is a comic book movie, and they've even done it in the Marvel movies as well, where they switch up scripts and they switch up the whole thing to make it work or whatever. But I think you'll have a little bit, you know, you'll pick on that a little bit. You'll be kind of a little bit upset, but it's not enough to say that the movie sucks or like you shouldn't go watch this.
That would be for the person who knows the story, because if you know the DC, if you don't know the DC comics, then you don't know.
You'll get out. You'll come out of the theater like, oh, you know what? That was a fun movie. That was an entertaining
That's
movie.
okay. You know, it's no Thor, but it's okay. It's a good movie. You know, it's just.
It's only because of Hulk. That's the only reason why Thor did great. Because
doesn't matter why.
Just because of the Hulk.
If you make
thank the Hulk.
2 movies, Thor,
thank the Hulk,
Justin League.
All right, thank the Hulk for that, because Thor itself sucks.
Thor would be better, but it's okay. It's okay. It's DC. We had to give it a chance at DC. Even so, the sound reviews kill it.
All jokes aside, though, stick through the credits. There's 2 scenes, one in the middle of the credits, and then there's one at the very end. The very end credits, that scene,
is very important.
In my opinion, it was awesome to see a character that I actually like, you know, as a villain. I think that he's gonna do a really good job. He was like a
little kid with candy.
The actor that plays him too, great. So.
Yeah, he was very happy when he saw it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, nice. But it was cool. It was cool. So stay for those 2 scenes, all right? Also, you know what? Please comment. You know, go on the comment section and tell this guy how Marvel sucks. You know, because he doesn't agree that
be honest,
DC has better stories.
You guys know
better stories than Marvel.
You know who wins this battle. You know who wins this battle.
We have better villains.
Marvel, it's just winning no matter what. And DC is trying to catching up.
And I
give you kudos for that. They tried to catching up.
DC has better villains.
Some of the movies are DC
better stories. It's more dark. It's more like relatable to humanity. Other than these guys, like. Come on, man.
So you talking? Oh, yeah, this is.
Oh, he needs his nap. That's why I know. People with old age need a nap, so this guy's. That's why he's sleepy.
After watching Justin League, you need a nap.
He needs his
to
bib,
recover yourself.
His bib and his nipple, you know. It's fine. It's okay.
That's the way we are. Sorry, but that's the war between DC and Marvel. But it's a good movie to see it.
Definitely.
We recommend it, and again. One thing I'm going to tell, we were in the IMAX, and this is for the people who go to the movies. You guys are idiots, and sometimes. We are in the Marvel, the theater is half full. We are sitting in the middle. And there between the 2 of us, there's 2 spaces, and between me and the other people, there are 2 spaces. And this is, you buy the ticket with the number, so you choose what you sit.
It's reserved seats.
Reserved seat. The whole theater to choose. Where you choose? Between the other 2 people. Are you mental?
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong with you people,
a
dude?
high-pitched voice.
What's wrong with you people?
He screams a lot.
Just you have to be somebody around?
Also,
or you
guys,
feel afraid?
Also, guys, if you're at a movie theater, refrain from talking during the movie.
Absolutely.
Like, don't do that. That's if you have a comment or something, whisper it like very, very low, but don't have a full-on conversation. And also, if you have snacks, if you have like some nachos or popcorn or something like that, please don't make those loud noises with your mouth. That
it sounds like a horse eating.
Makes me want to turn around and smack you with your own popcorn bucket. Like, that's just...
For the love of God.
You're eating it like...
some kind of courtesy, man. If you
Yeah,
you're
be
not
courteous,
at home
be
and you're
courteous.
reclining watching a movie, you're between other people.
Exactly.
It's not courtesy, man. I just really, we love movies. We like to go to the movies. But some people have no idea how they behave in the movies. And we don't talk about kids at 4 or 5 years old. We talk about grown-ups.
Yeah.
They have the brains of 4 or 5 years old.
Nah, because even 4 or 5 year olds, they have
And they won't even
good
do
head.
that.
They have a good head on their
But just in
shoulders.
case.
Be courteous, be respectful.
Yeah, please.
cool.
For the love of God.
Anyways.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Walter, for
You're
coming.
very welcome.
Appreciate it. Go to the movies, support your theater, and it's worth it.
Marvel sucks, DC's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Of course, he's just an idiot. But we already know that.
They suck.
Thank you very much. Ciao.